world of fighting is full of sneaky rats who will go to any lengths to get what they want.
Lorenzo Hunt in the ring. Oh, shit! All that was advertised and more.
These are the scoundrels who think that rules are made to be broken. But the court of karma never fails, and every rat eventually faces its executioner. Today we will tell you about the most despicable fighters, and how each of them took responsibility for their actions, facing justice. Welcome to punishment. Here we go. A true knockout machine, a deadly fighter with Apollo's power. That's what Donovan Ruddock is. But once, in a fight with Kimuel Odemam, he did an incredibly despicable move. The Apostles of Karma, recognizing sneaky Ruddock's power, sent Mike Tyson himself to punish the Rat King. The fight began, and Iron Mike was going to destroy his opponent as usual, but the King of Boxing didn't expect that the King of Rats was in front of him. In this fight, someone was going to lose his crown, and Ruddock was even able to shake Tyson's crown and shock the audience. But Iron Mike had no intention of losing to a fighter who had no conscience left in him, and finally started to fight seriously. The real king had to punch in full force, as the rascal was immediately knocked out. Mike Tyson dethroned the King of Rats and made a rat jester out of him.
Tyson.
This fighter could become a true personification of one of the 7 deadly sins. Zdravko Tarnagiev is the embodiment of hubris. This steroid monster believed in his mountain of muscles and in disfigured body with tattoos. The brazen man behaved too confident and arrogant in contrast to his very humble opponent. On top of that, he also grabbed his opponent's throat like a sneaky rat, eager to publicly humiliate the humble fighter, and he walked out to the fight as if it would be an easy walk. Even in the cage, a cheeky smile never left the face of the tattoo master's draft. However, as soon as the fight began, karma made the insolent man pay a cruel price. In the fight world, rats appear like worms after rain, but among them all, one scoundrel managed to excel and surpass them all. It's Bob Sapp, a rat bred on chemicals, and his career was filled with dirty acts. But often all of his opponents were half the size of Filthy Bob. Eager for another easy win, the rat boss challenged Mariusz Pudzianowski to a cage duel. Pudzianowski preferred pulling airplanes rather than putting on gloves, but he didn't mind taking on the role of an executioner and punishing the impudent rodent. And before the fight, Cheeky Bob made a mocking video, hinting that he would make a little girl out of Pudzianowski. So before the fight, it seemed as if Pudzianowski was coming out with the sole thought of devouring this scumbag. From the start of the fight, Pudzianowski began giving Sapp a tour of all 9 circles of hell. The giant dropped the rascal easily, as he weighed far less than any of this strongman's bars. And then, having sat down on top of him, the Pole proceeded to the traditional Soviet way of child raising. Bob Sapp couldn't offer any resistance, and became the best punching bag for Pudzianowski. Apparently, Mariusz got the phrase execution of the rat literally, and was ready to destroy him for real, but the public execution was hardly stopped by the referee. Lorenzo Hunt was the next to take on the role of a judge. His accused, Hector Lombard, in a BKFC title fight, pulled his opponent's trunks and threw a blow, after which his opponent was unable to continue the fight, and Lombard became a champion. Hunt came out to challenge the dirty champion, but the rat sneakily hit him. The BKFC bosses immediately organized a fight between them. During the stare-down, Rat continued to act sneakily. The fight began, and Hunt arranged a real hunt in the ring, dropping the scoundrel and showing that he would be the victim that night. And at one point, Hunt started playing with Lombard as if he was his toy. Hunt smashed Lombard's face all over, won by unanimous decision, and took away his belt. thus punishing the rat. While real men measure themselves by their intellect, rats measure themselves by their despicable achievements, and Melvin Manhoef became an ultimate scoundrel who took the award of the meanest creature. This rodent's filthy accomplishments even made it into the Guinness Book of Rat Records. But once, he completely killed the humanity in himself by sneakily hitting an opponent from behind and validated his title. However, karma caught up with him in his next fight against Zvad Potorak. At the beginning of the fight, Manhoef threw low kicks and knocked his opponent down twice, apparently believing in his victory beforehand. However, Zvad gradually took the initiative back. In the second round, he unleashed a hail of blows and dropped the brazen rat. Realizing that there was no way to win fairly, the rodent used dirty moves again. He seduced his opponent's attention and tried to deliver a sneaky blow. Not tolerating such behavior, Zvad pinned the insolent rat to the ropes and with a series of powerful blows organized a total deratization. Just as terrorists have no nation, rats have no organization. Scoundrels are present even in such an honorable sport as karate. A prime example is this arrogant karateka who messed up with a professional fighter. This nerd is named Azat Shweitbayev, and after watching karate movies, he decided to challenge a professional fighter, Kavaj Olegov. Liu Kang from Walmart was so confident that he didn't even shake his opponent's hand.
Stop!
Eager to make his mark in the opening round, the karateka threw spectacular kicks, but only air was affected by them. It seemed from the outside as if the gamer was pressing all the buttons on the controller in search of fatalities.
Stop!
Kavaj was annoyed by the constant falls of Bruce Lee from Wish and decided it was time to stop this spectacle.
Stop! Stop!
With a single blow, Kavaj showed what happens when stuntmen get into professional fights and punish the cocky karate kid. The agents of karma are men who work day and night, yet even so, the number of deceitful fighters remains vast, and sometimes there aren't enough executioners for them all. But this fighter couldn't be left without punishment. Bobur Abdulazizov, an apathetic fighter who had no respect for his opponents, and because of his dirty acts, he got a place in the Rat Hall of Fame. Bobur was on a 5-0 record, finishing all of his opponents, but karma didn't wait long and sent Maksat Yesbolat as a reaper for his soul. Before the fight, Maksat was calm, unlike nervous Bobur, and in the fight, Maksat surpassed the scoundrel on all fronts, smashing him in the stand and on the floor. Hellacious low kicks plagued the rodent, and after another blow, Bobur could no longer stand on his feet. The referee had not forgotten all the dirty tricks of this rat, and gave Maksat enough time to punish him. In this video you have seen the meanest rats and have enjoyed how they were punished. If you enjoyed watching, give us likes.